Welcome back, everyone. It is Sunday, November 9th in the NBA. My two favorite plays are on the way. We also have a parlay in this video, and we'll talk about the other games that maybe I'm not touching officially, but some other things I did look at. If you are new, my name is Austin. Thank you for joining. We are joined by a special guest, though it doesn't really feel right to bring it out. We did technically sweep the board on our props last night. If you look at the winners, Joel Embiid, Devin Booker was our VIP play, and then Isaac Okoro, chef's kiss of a call. He had 10 plus points in the first half, with 19. Yeah, that was electric. Hopefully you guys tailed that one. The reason it feels bad bringing out the broom is we did lose day 5 of the ladder challenge and our streak. I know I shouldn't have been doubling down on the guys, but just frustrating way to go down on those things with Luka Doncic getting benched. I mean, I don't blame JJ Redick for benching him, but the fact he got benched didn't even let him finish out the quarter, see if they could maybe get into it. There were still 6 minutes left in the third. They weren't even on a back-to-back. They don't even play today. Just frustrating. But we'll try to win you guys some money today. I do want to put out a note there. We do have a Betr entry. Betr, if you sign up using my code SHOT, they'll give you a free $10. So you don't have to make a deposit. They'll give you a free $10. But if you do make a deposit, they'll match it up to $200 bonus. And they'll give you this Justin Herbert free pick to use in the NFL. I know it's a big NFL day, and the NBA Sunday videos don't get a ton of love. So hopefully we can deliver you guys 2-0 day and maybe even cash our Betr entry I'll talk about at the end. But you should go check out the NFL videos. Majority of my units today are tied up there. The one I posted last night has a plus 3,000 play. Odds are changing on that one, but you should go check it out. First play of the day. Let's talk all about Aaron Nesmith. We're fading him under 17.5 points, minus 115 on DraftKings. A great day to take unders is on Sundays. Why? Well, because you're probably going to be watching the NFL, so you don't have to sweat this out unless you're watching the Pacers versus Warriors game tonight. I probably won't be. Maybe I will if it gets sweaty, but I love Aaron Nesmith's under. And here's why. Now, Nesmith just faced this Warriors team a few days ago. And if you took his under then, well, I have some bad news for you. Yeah, got absolutely torched as he went out there and scored 31 points. The man shot 5 of 11 from 3, 10 for 19, 6 for 6 from free throws. He torched him. Yeah, I got nothing for you. However, we always see this. When a guy torches you one game, you play him about a week later. Do you think he's going to do the same thing? I don't think so. And you look at how he scores, spot up, transition, free throws, off screens, like all 4 of his top, 4 methods. The Warriors are a top 10 defensive rated team. And I don't see him getting a lot of open looks like he did in that last game. When he went 5 of 11, they won by 5. They were so shorthanded. The Warriors didn't take him seriously. Well, today, they're going to take him seriously. They're 12.5 point favorites, the Warriors, that is. And this is a team, I get he just dropped 25 last night, but they are on a back-to-back. Now, there are some injury concerns. Like, obviously, we know Mathurin, Toppin, these guys are out. Nembhard is one that I wouldn't be shocked if throughout the day he gets ruled out. But I'm not too worried if Nembhard doesn't play because Nembhard is normally the guy that's setting him up for good shots. If Nembhard's not out there, maybe Nesmith takes a couple shots more, but it's not like his efficiency is going to be any better. It's going to be, in fact, a lot worse. So I do like fading Andrew Nembhard or Aaron Nesmith. My first play of the day is under 17.5 points. I just don't think it's a good matchup for him. I think he struggles here, and I'd be shocked if they left him wide open. The Warriors got to pay the Pacers a little bit of a payback here. I'm fading Aaron Nesmith. We'll take his under. He obviously cost us going on that a few games ago. When was that one? It was that November 5th game versus the Nets. He owes us to go under. My next play, it hurts me to do this, and I really didn't want it, but I have to. I have to, and it's a guy that just made us money. And it just sucks when you take you guys over, and then the next game you're like, screw you, man. We're taking your under. It's Russell Westbrook. Yeah, we're taking his under 14.5 points. Now, if you recall on Friday, Russ's last game versus the Thunder, we took him to make 2 threes, took him to make 3 threes. He cashed those in the first quarter. The 3 threes was like plus 400. And now we're fading him. And it hurts. It hurts me to do this because he just made us some coin on the overs, but this line's too high for us. And I like him. Obviously, I love Russell Westbrook, obviously longtime NBA vet. He's made us a lot of money throughout his career. However, this matchup is really, really tough for him. And I'll talk about why. Now, if it goes down to 13.5, fine. Russell Westbrook, like I said, he's been shooting a career high 46% from 3. If Russell Westbrook ends the season shooting above 45%, I'll give you all a lifetime subscription to Dub Club. Like it just won't happen. He's just not that good of a shooter, but he is improved. So I'll give him credit there. But again, I don't like this matchup for him. Now, you got to give credit where it's due. He has scored 20 plus points in 3 straight games. So he's been cooking. However, you look at the games he's done really well. The Thunder, leave him wide open. That was another one of the games he went over. Lakers, left him wide open, a little bit of a revenge game, 4 for 6 from 3. Nuggets, revenge game, left him wide open. And the Warriors, They didn't necessarily leave him open, but he shot 70% and they had no Levine or Sabonis. Well, today you're going to see this team get some guys back. Levine just played last game, didn't really do anything, so should knock off a little bit more rest. Malik Monk is back from his personal things. Hopefully everything's good there. We'll see if Sabonis plays or not. Obviously, I would love it if he did. I don't know if he does, whatever. But if you look at the matchups for him, pick and roll ball handler, sure, you could say that's a good matchup. That's not really what Russ's game is when these guys are all active. He's mostly turning into a spot up shooter where, sure, the Timberwolves might on paper not look like the best spot up defense, but this is a team that is pretty good defensively spot up shooting, especially now that they got their guys back. Like I said, last year, top 5 defensive rated team with spot up. They'll be back there now that Anthony Edwards is back. But again, if you look at Russ in his career when he's been facing this team, I mean, head to head wise versus them last year, only went over in one game. Granted, this was with the Nuggets, but let's keep in mind, it's not like he wasn't playing. He played 25 minutes here, 28 here. The only game he went over, he shot 67%. They had no Aaron Gordon. Sure, he played 33 minutes. And in this game, even goes into overtime. He's 38 minutes, 4 for 11, 7 free throws. They have no Jamal Murray or Michael Porter Jr. So again, he's a big part of this offense. I don't think that's the case today. I think those other guys are going to get more usage. I don't think Russell Westbrook's going to be left open from 3 like he has been in the recent games because that's not really how the Timberwolves play teams. I mean, you saw them when they faced Luka. They were willing to let Luka beat them by them himself, but not anyone else. I mean, this Kings team does not have a Luka Doncic. They will happily let DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine beat them in the isolation game. Russ is going to have to be really efficient today, and I don't know if he's going to continue it. On a Sunday, he's going to have to go up against Rudy Gobert, and I feel like him and Rudy have a little bit of beef. I'm just saying. I was at a Timberwolves game last year, and Rudy was shooting free throws, and Russ was on the bench mocking him. So there's a little bit of animosity there. Not that it really factors in here, but I don't like this matchup for Russ. So we'll take his under. I know you hate it, but I deal with it. Let's get into my Betr entry. A reminder on Betr, if you are new, you can sign up, use my code SHOT, free $10. You can join up to $200 bonus. Justin Herbert free pick. The other pick I almost added to the card is Nicholas Claxton, less than 13.5 points. I'll talk about why in a second, and then I'll go through some of the other games that I'm getting out of here. But I do not like Nicholas Claxton's matchup. I like this little better slip, $15, turn into 90. Again, code SHOT or the link down below. I'm going to talk about some other games. I'm going to bring back up Props Madness, just kind of go through a bunch of random things, and then we're going to get out of here. Now, let's talk about Mr. Nicholas Claxton. Now, Claxton obviously takes on my New York Knicks. Why did I want to fade him? Because it's actually been a guy that's been very good recently. Well, I actually don't think it's a great matchup for him. Now, this season, like I said, he's been crushing it recently. Guys, right. I didn't make an official play, but I don't mind fading him because you look at where he does his damage, 72% in the restricted area and in the paint, non-restricted area. Let's say Knicks team ranks 5th in paint points allowed. Now, he did do it against the Pistons. That was a tougher matchup. Pacers, no. Timberwolves, maybe. And 76ers, no. Hawks, no. So he's been doing it well. That's why I didn't necessarily fade him because he's been getting to the free throw line a lot, like 6, 10, 12 free throws. So I haven't really watched the Nets game, if I'm being honest. But I don't think this is a good matchup for him. If you look at his head-to-head numbers versus the Knicks, they're pretty bad if you were to go all-time. Not very good numbers. So don't mind fading him. Just didn't want to get there. Another pick I looked at, I can't do it out of respect for the guy, but Giannis points. I actually looked at the under 30.5. I can't do it. He is game time decision, but if there's any team to match up well against him, it is Houston. They have some big bodies down there to make his life difficult. I didn't really want to get there because Giannis's usage is insane, but it is one I looked at. I just didn't do it, and I didn't really touch anything else in that game because Giannis is currently game time decision, so can't really touch anything. Who the heck knows? Boston or Orlando. Everyone's going to be on Jaylen Brown's overs. Wouldn't mind fading that. Derek White is just due for a good game, but the man can't shoot the basketball yet. So I'm out there. OKC, Memphis, another double-digit spread. A prop I looked at. I'll give you this one. This is the one that I looked at. Chad Holmgren to make 2 threes. It's getting a little bit more, minus 115. So if you're Fando's got him a minus 140. He does have a good history against them. He has, made some threes against them. He probably gets JJJ. If you watch JJJ play defense, the man doesn't want to come out to the 3-point line. So he's always down there just camping. So Chet should get some opportunities from 3 here. He is coming off a game. Did they play yesterday or the day before? He didn't shoot the ball well. That was the 7th. 0 for 4 from 3. I just didn't want to get there with him. But not a play I dislike. Detroit, Philly, not really getting there. Joel Embiid out. There really wasn't a whole lot I liked. Ronald Holland should slide into the starting lineup, but again, nothing I'm like, oh, I need that. Indy, Golden State, we already talked about that one. Minnesota, Sacramento. I mean, those are the games. I mean, it's just not my favorite slate. I don't even have a double club exclusive play because I really didn't want to force one. It would have been Claxton, but like I said, I haven't really watched enough Nets games to really be like, oh, that's a great spot because no Cam Thomas. If they had Cam Thomas, I'd be on Nick Claxton. But no Cam Thomas, they're running a lot of actions through Nick Claxton. Maybe he can score here. But either way, if you want to check out the NFL videos, I will link them all on the screen. Go tap into them. Either way, I appreciate you guys for tuning in on a Sunday. Hopefully, we make some money with our Neesmith and Westbrook unders. We can stay hot, turn our 8-1 run into a 10-1. That'd be electric. Either way, thanks for tuning in. Go check out those NFL vids, and I'll see you guys back in the next one. Peace.